Hello, good day. Welcome to another newspaper review. How are you doing? It's a beautiful Thursday morning. The weekend is fast upon us, so I say cheers to the freaking weekend. How are you doing? What's happening over there? It's good to have you on here to my amazing panelists. The link has been posted. Please do also click on the link box. Please take out time to like the broadcast before you click on the link. It will be good to have you on here. So, gentlemen, and of course, women, please do well to click on the link. Where are the ladies? Please, I'd like to hear from you today. Do well to click on the link and let's get talking. Beautiful morning to you, Osagbufo. How you doing? It's good to have you on here. Thank you for being here. Thank you so very much. And to Mommy Diaspora, thank you for being on this broadcast with us. Thank you very much. To you watching, thank you for being on here. Please, I beg, take out time. Please take out time to like this broadcast and come let us talk. Somebody has used his food chest to take his soap. Well, we did not know that was what the plan was, but somebody has come out to say, you people are trying to redesign this Naira just so that it will affect me, but no, it will not stop me. Welcome to today's newspaper review. We have quite some damning news on there. Yeah. All right. Good morning to you too, Osage Daddy. How are you doing? It's good to have you on here. Please take out time to like the broadcast and also share. Please take out time to share, invite someone onto the broadcast, and let them know that we are here and we have started. Okay, we'll be moving straight into the papers properly. Like I said earlier, somebody. Okay, let's take the news first. Our first paper is going to be The Nation. And on The Nation, here we have how Africa can banish food insecurity by Buhari. Bomb blast kills 51 in Nasarawa. Victims get mass burial. Impeachment, Ekiti court orders parties to file processes. US slams visa ban on enemies of democracy. No cash supply at ATM points over scarcity of new notes. Tinubu, fifth columnist behind petrol scarcity, Naira redesign rule, says there are plots to embarrass Buhari, scuttle elections. And down here we have from Wike saying those plotting to deal with me won't win elections, says Wike. All right, so Wike has directed shots back to the ones that are saying, the people that say that when he gets into power, that they are going to deal with him, and and his cohort. Wike has responded to them, of course. Wiki is always responding when he is creating one project or the other. So you can't even call him idle on this one. You can't say he's just sitting one place calling out people. He's busy doing stuff and also responding to whoever is saying anything to him. Well, Wiki has said that you have not even entered power and you're already promising to deal with me. Say, don't worry, that God will never allow you even enter that power. Okay, okay. I might say amen to that prayer for Wiki because come on now, how can you get into power with everything Nigeria is with everything that is going wrong in Nigeria and with someone that all they did was just to say some things that does not sit well with them and also things that are not right. All right, that's from Wiki. Okay, also we can say una no go enter power, una no go win that election. But I mean, you never even enter. You don't at least enter first. Enter and then you can now boast and brag and begin to threaten. You've not even entered. You are not even there, and you're already threatening using your power. These same party people, they've not even entered. They're already sharing appointment. You people. You've not even entered to see what is there and begin to look out for the best man for the job. You are dashing. All right, Tinubu. I don't know what Tinubu means by this. If there's anybody that understands where this is coming from, let us know. Tinubu is saying that the petrol scarcity and the whole Naira redesign, that everything is just to thwart his political ambition. See, I also had watched one of his campaign videos, and he said something like, that we are going to take back power. But you people are the ones in power. So who do you want to take back power from? The things you hear Buhari say, the things you hear Tinubu say, you would think they are from different political parties. You will not know that these are the same ones. These ones are in the same party. Very much reminds us why Buhari said that I am for everybody and I am for nobody. Not be today. These people don't they confuse us now. Since they don't get the message. All right. Sadly, there was a bomb blast that killed 51 people in Nasarawa, 51 residents in Nasarawa. Now, it is unidentified. I really don't know why we are being toyed with the air marshal. I mean, after 24 hours, or it happened yesterday, or many hours later, it is still tagged and unidentified. What do you mean an unidentified? So planes just get up there in the air, no regulation, nobody gives authority, nobody gives access pass to fly. People just invade our airspace. Is that what they are saying? Could this be the military airstrike again that has mistakenly killed 61 people this time around? These people, these people that are dying, they are human beings. So, and if we keep turning, see news like this, and we just keep looking away, make the extract no reach where we did one day, because there's no need to say amen, there's no need to say God forbid, as long as you're in this Nigeria. If it is happening in other places in Nigeria and you're in this Nigeria, why do you think else of yourself? All right, let's move on to another story. Then this US lamb, it is everywhere in the news that US put a ban on people that are enemies of democracy. That's people that want to bring chaos the election and all of that. And I'm wondering, every time during the election, the US is always putting visa ban, always threatening. But at the end of the day, we know they see anyone. They don't come up with anyone. And it's not like we don't have people who jeopardize elections. I mean, the last elections, we know what happened. The Igbo people at Oshodi, there was chaos there. They closed their shop. They had a fight and all of that. Nothing was done about it. So when I see news like this, the US to ban, I'm like, okay, say something else or stop, or just, I guess they just have to say something. We'll move on to another paper. Let's take the Punch. On the Punch, federal government budgets 1.2 trillion naira to service CBN loans. Banks ration new notes, Emefiele shuns rep. Voting article will be mistake, says whistleblower. Duty hike, used vehicle imports fall by 40%. Recent crisis aimed at stopping me, says Tinubu. Says Naira redesign for scarcity designed to scuttle poll. Tinubu trying to blackmail Buhari. Article campaign says allegations unfair, pro crisis perennial, says marketers. Suspense as tribunal decides Adeleke Oyetola suit tomorrow. You people should allow Adeleke enjoy this governorship of 18. Hey, you people should allow Ikpeazu Ohanaeze Mon Abia PDP candidate. And then we have parties back US ban on election riggers. Yes, that's the word I was looking for, the election riggers. At the end of the day, I really do not see anything that these people do, because we have them. These people are being called out, but I don't see the effect. I don't see, the whole visa ban, as they say. Maybe we should try UK ban, because the like saying that there most of our money they go. All right. This other story talks about okay, the delicate story, no story on there. They're still in back and forth. Oyetola, PDP, and but they are not giving up. They are saying that even INEC has come out to say that they were act. And like you people are playing with you people are playing with Adeleke, you people are playing with him. Yeah, we have as I said earlier on, Tinubu has said that the recent crisis, talking about the Naira redesign, talking about the Naira redesign, is saying that the old Naira redesign thingy is just to stop him. I mean, when you hear comment like this and you go back to the last elections, you can remember when we had bullion vans going into his Ikoyi home. We remember, right? So with this policy that Emefiele has put in place, we would not be having things like this. We would not be having any. If we see any bullion van, they go anywhere. I mean, we don't even have money in the ATM. People are stranded because Nigerians are refusing to take the old naira. Today is 26th, and they are still giving old naira, and they are supposed to return this old naira. And wait, there's something about stress and the Nigerian government. It is like this. No, it is like this. Stress and Nigerian government. It is like this. Because why are you giving people old naira 6 days? No, if today is 26 and 5 days, 5 days to its deadline to when this money becomes illegal tender in the country. So people are refusing to take the money. People are refusing to take old naira notes. ATMs are not dispensing cash. There are a lot of people a lot of people are stranded. That's true. And then they banned POS service in Abuja, in Lagos, and I think in Kano, the big cities. They've put a stop to it just so that you can have this new naira circulate there. There are surely people frustrating Emefiele's efforts, and I think it's the banks. I think it's the banks. I cited an example here yesterday. But Daniels had this bunch. And the banks are saying they don't have the money. So we shouldn't have CBN they go collect that one from. I mean, we should ask her, she show us the way. Because this money has to go around. The money should not. And even at that, there is a limit to how much you can even take of this money. But we see people breaking the rules, breaking the laws, and nothing is being done. And you would question Emefiele, what are you doing? The banks, what are you doing? But then again, Tinubu, just calm down. This is for everybody. But Tinubu has decided to say, I know that this Naira redesign is because of just me. If he's saying that it is because of just him, to halt polls. He also went on to ask the people to not mind what is happening, the fuel scarcity, that he knows that the government are doing this. Which government? Okay, not be one day government. Not be one day government. All right. Okay, so that's the story on there. Tinubu is feeling attacked, and he has, he's wearing that very well. He don't beat him foot chest. No, but he has told the people that, see, don't worry. Regardless, trek. If you have to trek and go to your poll and vote for me. Yeah, that's what he's saying to them. Go to your poll, vote for me. Don't mind the false scarcity. And he's also saying that I don't know how he intends to, do the usual as he does during the elections and having the bullion van and all those money. I don't know how he intends to get across the board to the people of Nigeria. It cannot be business as usual. When somebody is giving you like that, how you think say the person will make you money back? Of course, the person will take back from you. Let us not be fooled. Do not be fooled by the campaign promises. Do not be fooled by the money that they are giving to you because they want something from you. All right, we'll move on to annoy. Emefiele has shunned the House of Rep. Send them. At all. Emefiele is not saying that January 31st has come to stay. Really, let's hold our breath and see what's going to happen come January 31st. If they are going to put an extension, or if Emefiele would, stick to his guns and say this is it. And let's see how the society. All of us are ready. If we are ready for this as a society, as I said earlier on, the new naira is not very much in circulation. Really, it's really scarce. Like when you see the new naira, you're like, because it's scarce. People are not very familiar with it yet. So I don't know if 4 days is enough for this money to travel around Nigeria in all the banks. And the banks wanna give us our money now. Wetin dey happen? Make una give us. Imagine having money in the bank and you cannot cash it out because from CBN to the banks to the reps, all of them, they are just distorted. They are not. So even the president, to the finance minister, all of them are just not connected on this. So I really wish us the best on this one. I really do wish us the best on this one. All right, we'll move on to another story that is here. Yes. So remember some a while back when this person came up and said that a whistleblower came up and said that Tinubu, no, Atiku, was involved in some shady deals. Well, he has come out again to reveal his identity himself. He even took interview. He granted an interview. His name is Michael. Well, Michael has come out to let us know why he shared that. He said, Nigerians, if you think you have seen corruption before, wait until Atiku comes into power. The guy actually said some really damning thing, and do not forget that he actually released there was an audio leak. I mean, we shouldn't be here saying that it was distorted or is not this, although Keyamo has come out to he has come out to, sorry, not Keyamo, Dino, Dino the fallen man. He has come out to refute claims that Michael ever worked for Atiku. But Michael is saying that yes, he did, and that he got that recording not because he wanted to record the man, but say Atiku is a very busy person and he's not always with his phone. So when he's giving instructions, he seldom records it so that he can go over it and do the needful. Since this is not somebody that you can get at one dial, not even at two, that's how he decided to release one of the numerous recordings that he has, a whole lot of them. Let's take this story. Michael, a whistleblower, goes by the name Michael Achimugu, has said he exposed the corruption allegation against the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, to prevent Nigerians from making a great mistake by voting for him. Atiku had admitted in a recorded phone call that he was involved in taking advantage of federal contracting expenditures. In the viral audio shared by Atiku's alleged former aide, the former vice president narrated how he took charge of setting up onshore shell businesses, which served as a conduit. Okay, so he said he told his president. Let me just take he said he told the then president Olusegun Obasanjo that they cannot, engage in corruption openly, so they should hide to do it. That should bring three people that he trusts so much to front as directors of an onshore business. So they did this, and when it is time to award contracts, they will present these people to come as consultants, and they are paid, and this money goes to them because that's their money. And he's saying that there's so much more than this that he can't even begin to say, but he just wants Nigerians to say, this is just a tip, right? And there's so this person is I think somebody said fantastically corrupt. I think I heard that somewhere, that this person is so corrupt. And that if Nigerians think they have ever seen corruption ever, that then Atiku is no, what they've seen is child's play compared to what Atiku is going to do if he gets into Asuro. And he says that it is because he's a youth, is a Nigerian youth, and he knows that the power is in their hands. And so he decided to put himself in all of this to reveal this secret. Well, while the people APC has come out to say that no, that this person has nothing to do with Atiku, never worked with Atiku, and that he has been paid by APC to come out and spill these lies and propaganda against their presidential candidates. What do we say? What do we do with these Nigerians? As we always say, make una not tossing at just election period. People are saying anything. These people are not joking, no. They are not joking. He has said what he knows. All right, we'll move on to another story that is on here. I haven't said that Emefiele Sean's rep. Emefiele, I don't know why he thinks he does not owe it to them. He does not owe it to them. All right. Okay, so another story on here talks about. Okay, we've taken the story that has to do with U.S. travel ban, visa ban. I really want to know your take on this travel ban that is never effective. That is never effective. If you think it has ever been effective, please let's have the conversation. And duty hike, used vehicle imports fall by 40%. I said I was just going to come and read the news and, let's have a conversation. What is it that you want for Nigeria? What do you desire? Where do you desire Nigerians to be or Nigeria to be? Also, Peter Obi also said that we can't continue this way. Peter Obi has urged Nigerians to vote for Labour Party for a better Nigeria, and that's why I'm asking you, what do you want? Let's listen to this video. Please pay attention. Do well to like this video. Do well to share this clip, and let's listen to what Peter Obi has to say to Nigerians.
Do not do contract. My children do not contract. No consultancy job. Nothing. That's what we want. I will fight corruption. I want to end people stealing public money. They will come here and tell you they have structure. That structure is structure of poverty. Structure of no light. Structure of killing. Structure of insecurity. That structure is structure we want to take away. I bring structure of human being. You voted for umbrella. You leaked, and nearly hunger came on you. You voted for broom. They're sweeping you into hunger. Now we want you to vote for human beings. So it can work. That's what we want you to do. Vote for Labour Party. Go there and look for LP. Mama, Papa, Iki, human being. No more broom. No more this. You young people, the youth. This is your party. This is your future. We want to build a future for you. With that, if you look at it, our government is coming down with age. If you look at me, if you go, APC chairman is 75 years. PDP chairman is over 70 years. Our chairman is 52 years. He's coming down. If you combine my age and that of 30, divide it into two, we are 50 something. If you combine the other one, they are 70. The other one, we don't know their age at all. We cannot continue this way. 50 something. If you combine the other one, they are 70. The other one, we don't know their age at all. We cannot continue this way. It is not all people's home. Go out and
Yes, really, we can't continue this way. We can't keep having airstrikes, killing people. Many hours later, the reports are saying unidentified. What is the government doing with us? They've swept us enough. They never sweep us go where we don't know. They don't sweep us go where we don't know. At this point, we cannot. We see that they sweep. You people have been sweeping and sweeping, and Nigeria is still never better. Nigeria is still never fine. Nigeria is still never sweet. Nigeria, people see they run. We see you they clean where people they run for. Who runs away from a clean place? So please, we truly cannot continue like this. Nigerians, what do we want? I think that's the conversation I wanted to have with my panelists on here. Please do also click on the link. Come on here and let us have this conversation. Talk to me on the comment section. Let us have this conversation. We cannot continue. We all know we cannot continue like this. No, PDP, APC, Labour Party, and we know we cannot continue like this. The question is, what do we want? We want to be swept away? Or what? What do we want? All right, we'll continue with our review. Okay, we've taken all this. So sadly, the gubernatorial candidate for Abia State PDP passed away. Sadly, condolences to the family. They will be PDP are set to conduct another to replace him ASAP, and that will be done by, I think, by Monday. But they are, of course, observing some silence for him, and all activities are. I don't know if it's just Abia State or entire Nigeria, but campaign is on hold until Monday on see Live, just to make an impact. Because when you go, everything moves on. Invest in things that truly matters, because everyone will go definitely. Be good, do good. All right, let's move on to another story on here. Yes, we have the daily. So all of these stories are saying the same thing. All of the stories are saying the same thing today. But before we move on, remember I just took a story on the whistleblower by name Michael Achimugu, who has brazenly come out to accuse um who has said some damning things about what's his name, Atiku, and we're all keeping quiet. We're all keeping quiet. And the people that are for PDP are still PDPing. The people that are for APC are still APCing. I beg, go make we use our head though this time around though. We cannot allow objects to be the things to represent us. No, we can't. We are humans. So let's do well to vote right. If you are yet to get your PVC, I think we have just 3 days until the close of PVC collection. Yes, we have 3 days. It closes on the 29th. So please go out there and get your PVC. If you are yet to, please go out there and get your PVC. All right, we'll go to another story now. The Daily Sun. Oh, good morning to you, Tony South. How you doing? It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for being here. Victor Smart, greetings to you. Thank you for being here. Mommy Diaspora says, it's so sad that Nigerian politicians, leaders have no value for human life. Honestly, I tell you, if you one had woken up to the news of 51 cows being destroyed or burnt to death by airstrike, I tell you it will be a different story we'll be hearing today. And we'll be getting ready for a reprisal attack. People in that community will most likely be fleeing, but humans are roasted, humans are being shot, humans are being killed in numbers, in dozens, in tens of dozens, and nothing. Even the president, Moya, look away. That's what it does to us. We truly cannot continue like this. We cannot continue like this. It's pathetic. Nigeria has become a scary place. We have a father who does not even protect, who is not touched. All right, moving on to Daily Sun. PDP to conduct fresh primary as Abia Guba candidate dies. Ikweazu approves flags to fly at half-mast, suspends campaigns till Monday. It is insulting to brand Peter Obi's sectional candidate, says campaign council. On Naira Redesign, false scarcity ploy to sabotage elections, says Tinubu. Urges electorate to defy scarcity and vote for him. Buhari's support for Tinubu on questionable presidency, replies Yakasi. Let's wait. Let's talk about this one. So Tinubu, as I said earlier on, is saying that this government are trying to sabotage him by fixing this Naira redesign and the old first casting so that people would not want to do this with the government. Oh, guy, you they call out your own government. Hey, APC, no, 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 no. We have a lot on our hand already as Nigerians. We cannot have people that are not even peaceful. You know, you people are not even in accord. Nah, nah. Let's go on with the papers, please. Tinubu and Buhari they are playing with us here. NNPC retail outlets making genuine efforts to address fraud scarcity. Even NATO has responded to Tinubu, saying that that is an unfair statement to make because we are making efforts to see that there is an end to the fuel scarcity. Reps all security agencies to arrest oil marketers responsible for scarcity. Kumuyi Catholic bishop advised Nigerians on election. US announces visa restrictions for individuals. All right, you are power drunk, Abia commissioner tells Onyejo Cha. Okay. Kumi and Pastor Kumi has said to Nigerians, you know, while you are prayerfully, expecting God to change and do everything, you also need to cast your vote and cast your vote right. At this point, I don't know, but sure, they're supposed to tell us who to vote for. We know they still waiting there happen. The people that are even living better, at least their only problem is that they have to be going about with bulletproof cars, of which is a big big man, big problem. You see, they're the ones begging us to vote right. Una won't go collect 4,000 naira, go vote nonsense. Youth, please, let's do better. Please, let's really do better. And as for Atiku, and as for Tinubu, and Tinubu calling out his own government, calling out his own party, calling out his president, the flag bearer of their party. Okay. Okay. Oh, we don't know what to. I don't know what to say on that one. Let's move on to another story. All of the stories basically are saying the same thing today. A major story is Tinubu indirectly calling out the president. And the president here has reaffirmed his support for Tinubu. The bullet point here says Buhari's support for Tinubu unquestionable. Since you want to be lying to yourself, Abi, it's true, because you see one thing in the paper and on ground something else is happening. Buhari has has responded to accusations by Tinubu, saying that all of this is done by this government to frustrate his chances at the poll. They've also come out to say that Buhari's support for Tinubu is unquestionable. Boo, we see that it is unquestionable. We move on to another paper, please. I'll be looking out for your submission. So please talk to me on the comment section, or please click on the link and let us discuss the papers together. Our last paper for today is going to be the Tribune. On the Tribune, we have Ikone Abia, PDP governor candidate dies. Is death a big blow? We will abide by law in replacing him, says PDP. How his death will impact G5. Here we have unidentified helicopter kills scores in Nasarawa. Unidentified. Nigerians, the government is messing with us. What do you mean unidentified? US imposes visa restrictions. Okay, we're taking that. COVID-19 has been on increase since December 2022. WHO raises the alarm. Again, gunmen attack checkpoint, kill 2 policemen, VIO personnel in Imo State. All right, false scarcity, Naira redesign ploy to sabotage election. Tinubu shedding crocodile tears, attacking Buhari won't save failing campaign, says PDP. Presidency knocks Yakasa, says Buhari supporting Tinubu. And here we have why I dumped APC, and that's from Bido. And we have hoodlums chase out Funke Akindele from Lagos markets. Here we have, we will never allow aviation workers strike again, says federal government. Nigeria at risk of incurring additional 1.8 trillion naira debt. All this our debt, this money, they finish you, and it is very scary. All right, the presidency, as said earlier on, has responded to Tinubu. So it just goes on to say that these things that are being said sometimes that are being said on the paper are not things that you just take to the bank and you run with. We see some silent move by the president, that is, he is standing for every presidential candidate. He is not putting anything in place. I mean, but that is how it should be. But why is the APC candidates, saying that the waiting you want they use money do? Is that the right way to go about it? We should morality should be a thing amongst our leaders. People should vote for you because they feel you are competent enough, not because of because of money. Everybody that is putting their head is because of money. Somebody say is a godfather, is a king, and because of money. That is why. Because he has said it. He just shot himself in the foot, coming out to say the whole Naira redesign thing is because of him. And let's not forget that the last election, I was campaigning for this Buhari, not be house bullion van go rest. All right. Fuki Akindele, while she was she took a campaign to the markets yesterday, was said that thugs attacked her and she had to escape. She had to run out of there. One of the media personnel was stabbed. Others were injured, severely injured. And Jando, the gubernatorial candidate for Lagos State PDP, has written to the president saying that they are always attacked. Always. Now just same Lagos now. Okay. All right. And they're always attacked and they want security and that they need to talk to the people. You see, they need to talk to the people to allow the election to be free and fair. We should be able to run the campaign, run campaign if they want. If people should. I saw a video yesterday of somebody. He was posting a Labour Party poster in his estate. That's somewhere in okay. I think he drew somewhere, or somewhere in Lagos State in his estate. He's the president of the youth of that estate, and he was going about just posting flyers, and some people came to attack him. It was just so bloody. He had this cut from his forehead that was trickling all the way down. He had cut. I remember tonight just said something yesterday also saying regardless of who wins, there's still going to be a problem. So it's better that the best man wins because we know that on an ordinary campaign and this is already going on. As I said earlier, I remember the last elections, people were running because during the elections, the Igbos, there was a conflict between the Igbos and the Yorubas. And it was not so nice. They were burning their things, especially at Oshodi markets. They were burning their stuff. It was just so much chaos. I hope the president has foreseen this and they are putting there are ways to protect people's properties and also their lives. I hope that is also being considered, not to just sit at a place and say that, and just put all of this. People, we don't all have to die. If all of us die, so of what use is your presidency? Of what use? All right, I think we've taken all the news we have in the papers today. Thank you for listening. Please do also like this broadcast. If you are yet to share the broadcast, now is about a good time. We are open for submission. Brother Nice, it's good to have you on here. Good day to you. How are you doing, sir?
Hello, good morning, Miss Ima. Can you hear me?
Yes, Brother Nice, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I'm fine. And you? How you doing? Greetings, greetings to the fellow panelists, those on the comment section. I greet all Niger Watch family around the world. Miss Ima, the first one, I thought I heard something that there was a military helicopter that killed people. Is it true? Is right?
It's been stated in all the papers that unidentified. Unidentified. It will be really sad if it is the military again because which mistake all the time. No, no, no. Then we need to review our military. We need to review this military that are killing the people in the north.
Okay, that means it's not sure that it's the military that did it. Okay.
It's not certain. It's not certain. It's just stated unidentified.
It means that it's still the insecurity there. It's still the insecurity that is going on in the country. The governor of I don't know if you remember a speech that was made by the Governor Erofai, at least the governor of Kaduna State, when he said that they should go and the military should go and bombard the Boko Haram and the kidnappers, where they kidnap people, and the military should go and bombard the kidnappers and the. So someone now asked him, they said, okay, you said the military should go and bombard the kidnappers where they are their hiding place. What about the people that is being kidnapped? So the military should bombard those people and the kidnappers. The Governor Rufai said that yes, he said they should bombard them, that it happened in anywhere. We should count it as a collateral damage. Both the victim that's been kidnapped and the kidnappers, El-Rufai said they should bomb all of them together. It's a collateral damage. So you see the way this our leader, the way they reason. You remember the time when one American were kidnapped in Nigeria? American military came there, rescued the man alive, and killed those kidnappers. You understand? They killed those kidnappers, and nothing happened to their citizen. That is how a nation operates. You know, when the other one was telling us that they should bombard all of them together, that is collateral damage. So this is a
They
big problem.
completely have no regard for lives. He just opened his mouth. Why they should collateral damage? Can you imagine?
Yeah.
But if he was amongst there, if his own son or his children are there, will it be considered as collateral damage? Will they not do everything possible to rescue their own?
That is the problem. That's why I just brought this to your attention, that they don't care about the life of Nigerians. Yeah, they don't care. As far as not their family is they are not. Okay, this what you just said now. Somebody even asked that question. Somebody said, "Okay, what about your son? If your son is among them?" He said, "Yeah." He said they should bomb all of them together. I say it's a collateral damage. he said, he said at least the son will go to heaven because he's a Muslim. Oh God. So my people, and these people, they will not finish amusing me. And that is why when I talk about them, I always laugh, because that is the only thing I can. They are comedian, you know. Those are our politicians. So, what was the other one that you said, Missima? Remind me, please.
Okay,
You
brother,
talked
nice.
about other one.
Before we go on, right? I really didn't even really want to focus on the news on here, aside for Tinubu and Tinubu and Buhari dancing on our front page today. Tinubu don't collect and sub. Tinubu say, "Boo boo." Yes, I'm sure he calls him Boo boo too. Tinubu say, "Boo boo, I know that this Naira redesign is because of me. You don't want me to do the usual this time around, and the whole first casting, your government is frustrating me, forgetting say na the same government dem dey, abi forgetting say na the same government dem dey. Anyways, that's not as much as what I want to focus on. I'm gonna play this video again of what Peter Obi intends to do for us, what Peter Obi intends to, what is bringing to the table. I'm going to play this video again. But this is the big question. This is what this man intends for us. You Nigerians, what do you want? So please do well to like this broadcast if you are yet to. Do well to share the link if you are yet to. And let us have this conversation. Hi, Fred. Welcome to the broadcast.
Do contract. My children do not contract. No consultancy job. Nothing. That's what we want. I will fight corruption. I want to end people stealing public money. They will come here and tell you they have structure. That structure is structure of poverty, structure of no light, structure of killing, structure of insecurity. That structure is structure we want to take away. I bring structure of human being. You voted for umbrella. You leaked. And nearly hunger came on you. You voted for broom. They're sweeping you into hunger. Now we want you to vote for human beings. So you can work. That's what we want you to do. Vote for Labour Party. Go there and look for LP. Mama, Papa, Iki, human being. No more broom. No money. You young people.
All right, I will continue this video, but Brother Nice, let us discuss this. I haven't heard this. The first party said that he wants to, put an end to corruption. Does this give you any kind of fear whatsoever? Let's not forget that it is the same corruption that Buhari said he wanted to come and fight. What do you think this is going to be a different one?
Let me tell you, with the kind of this thing, reputation that Peter Obi have, Peter Obi can do it. That one, I trust him, not 100% that he's going to do it. but he's going to make a big impact in the part of corruption. He's going to do a lot. You understand? I trust that he's going to do his bit, but he's not going to do it all. You understand? Because that corruption we are talking about, he has it in deep into our system. There are some area that he cannot able to touch in these 8 years that will be in power. You understand? But he's going to do a lot. Yeah. He has to be very, very, he has to be very, very radical. He has to be ready to do this because he's going to step on toes, a lot of toes, if he really want to do it, and he's going to have a lot of enemy. You understand? So if he said he's going to fight corruption, he need to be ready. You understand? Because all those people that he went to go and demand for their support, these people are among the people he's going to fight at the end of the day. You understand? Babangida, Obasanjo, and all of them. So all of them, he has to go to all those areas. You understand? So he has to step on toes if he's really ready. But I know with the kind of integrity that Peter Obi has, he's going to try. He's going to do his bit. You know, but he's not going to. There's some area he's not going to. It's not go zone for him. You understand?
But Anas, let me not even stress you too much because I mean you hit the nail on its head from with your first, I think, 5 words. You said what's that thing that you said again? There's something that you said, but it has to do reputation. You said reputation. Looking at those other candidates, I mean, if it is if we are to pick by reputation, I'm sure those ones should have fallen off the ladder long ago. Not with Tinubu brazenly coming out to say the whole Naira redesign is because of him. So
that one, he said okay. You see that the man himself just confessed now. He's just confessing right now. He knows that all those things we have fed them, all those new Naira notes, we have fed all those bullion vans. I don't know if
yes. Now, if you now look at it, brother Nice, now you will see why the House of Assembly, why the NAS, the reps are fighting this money policy so much. Fighting it so much. So it is safe to say that these people are under his payroll.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw a video, Miss Ima. This video, I think the man is a politician. He brought out, let me say, that Naira note is up to, let me say, 3 trillion or 2 trillion. This man don't match that money in front of his house. He just brought this money out. We don't know where this man brought this money from. Because the limited time for the Naira note to be exchanged is on the 29th deadline. This man start dashing the money to the neighbors. Because the money, you know that the money is already useless. Have you seen the video?
Yes, I have, brother Nice. Yes, I have.
You see money where somebody go hide since then. If not be this new Naira note where they change now, where you have fed this man, you see money where only one person get for Nigeria. Money where they will fit transform the full Nigeria. Only one person hide them. You see? You know the last time when we talked of this kind of thing, you remember I told you, I said there are a lot of things that we don't even know that have money inside the ground. You remember, Missima?
Yeah, I remember.
So you see as Nigerian politicians as they are wicked. You see the wickedness. This kind of money now, one person get them, and Nigerians they suffer. Nigerians have no means to survive. One person you carry almost 1 million people destiny. Only one you hide down with them.
Honestly, but the greed amongst our leaders. If that it was just greed, we would understand. Then the wickedness. Look at somebody like El Rufai. I don't know who has ever, if there's any good thing about El Rufai, or there's anything good that you remember him for, you know him for, I'd like someone to share with us on the comment section, because I think we have the worst from the northern. side. Like I think our worst leaders are from the northern region because they don't allow growth improvements to happen for that side. Then they use that side, they drag the entire country back.
Yes. You don't by yourself analyze and finish. This is what I've been saying since then. So these people are not progressive. Then they can't use their own wahala to draw the rest set of people backward as well. They carry their own problem, come with us. So it's just unfortunate. They just look at now, people will feel freeze education. Because that same education, they don't give their people in the north. They can't use and still affect the south. Students just sit down for us 9 months, no school. Now only this thing can remain. May tell Nigerians maybe they go Quran school. Now it can remain now. If Atiku win now, then you go see now all the school now they'll start to teach Quran for school. They'll say Western education is prohibited. And then I will know say the thing don't. Well, they pray if Peter will be win. If Peter will be not win. Wait till they go see go what's faster this Buhari one. Telling you. So for real, for that corruption question that you asked me, Miss Ima, Buhari is going to do his this man Obi will do his best. But
Right.
the person way for people perform more than Obi in that area is this person or more Yellow. But
I don't know why I feel completely different about Omoyesu really. I don't know why I feel completely different.
I don't know why you don't want to work with person.
All right. So, I don't know, but Moye comes across like someone you cannot talk to.
Yeah.
Everybody has to have someone that needs. Everybody should have someone that they talk to. Omoye come off like someone they don't talk to. Let's take a comment from the comment section. Says, okay. Judge Bushel says, Ima, they said, okay. It says that they said El Rufai has massively developed Kaduna, is an achiever, but a very ruthless one. All right. Okay. Thank you, George, for bringing us in. Let's play this video once again. If you are yet to like the video, if you are yet to like the broadcast, I beg, take our time and like the broadcast. Mr. Tunanja, it's good to have you on the broadcast. Let's play this video again and hear what Peter Obi wants for Nigeria and Nigerians. After that, we are taking submissions. What do you want? What do you want to see in Nigeria? What is that Nigeria that you desire? That your heart truly desires, not as Tunanja would say, not what we see on the internet and we just want to be. No, what we really want. That times when you even ask this question, it looks like we don't even know what's on. Anything we they bring on, we just they take, right? What do we want? What kind of nation? What kind of country do we want? Let's take this video of Peter Obi telling us what he's gonna do for
My
us.
children did not do contract. My children did not contract. No consultancy job. Nothing. That's what we want. I will fight corruption. I want to end people stealing public money. They will come here and tell you they have structure. That structure is structure of poverty. Structure of no light. Structure of killing. Structure of insecurity. That structure is structure we want to take away. I bring structure of human being. You voted for umbrella. You leaked. And nearly hunger came on you. You voted for broom. They're sweeping you into hunger. Now we want you to vote for human beings. So you can work. That's what we want you to do. Vote for Labour Party. Go there and look for LP. Mama, Papa, Iki, human being. No more broom. No more this. You young people, the youth, this is your party. This is your future. We want to build a future for you. With that, if you look at it, our government is coming down with age. If you look at me, if you go, APC chairman is 75 years. PDP chairman is over 70 years. Our chairman is 52 years. He's coming down. If you combine my age and that of 30, divide it into two, we are 50 something. If you combine the other one, they are 70. The other one, we don't know their age after all. We cannot continue this way. It is not all people's home. Go out and...
All right, I was taking out a minute to laugh at the other one where we don't know their age. Please, who is the other one where we don't know their age at all? All right, let's take this quick comment from Samuel Laka that says there is something very good about Governor El Rufai. Okay, I hope this is the last comment from this El Rufai. In the kingship principle of Tinubu at Chatham House, it was El Rufai that taught Nigerians how Tinubu would secure Nigeria. Samuel Laka, you don't come. Oh. Welcome to the broadcast. It's good to have you here. Mr. Brian, it's good to have you on here. The barrister, the bar himself, good to have you on here. But nice, what you just said already says already, which says Western education is prohibited. That is the meaning of Boko Haram. All right, let's talk to our panelists here. Let's switch the conversation. What do you want for Nigeria? What do you want to see in your country? You've just heard one of the presidential candidates, one of the foremost runner, just said what he intends to do for us as a people to restore to us Nigerians. What we want to Nigeria. Let's hear from you, sir.
Yeah, greetings, Emma and the panelists and the chat and the viewers. Yeah, I think the headlines from what I can see say something about fuel, no fuel, no light, and security. The fuel issue, I think some people are hurting fuel, and Nigeria, from what I can see, I've never had the Nigerian government ever penalize some of these. In short, anybody in the oil sector for this type of scarcity. You know, there was a time they even brought adulterated petrol into the country, and nobody was held accountable. Not one person I know of resigned from that. And this is a problem because if you look at, like, there was an incident in Kenya where some CEO of a large company, oil company, it appears that they were hoarding petrol, and the CEO, foreign company, a foreign person, was expelled from the country. You don't see this sort of stuff. People are sabotaging our economy all the time, and our government are not reacting for some weird reason. This country is being sabotaged every day, sometimes by Nigerians, sometimes by foreign entities that are triggering all these things. For whatever reason, maybe they want to make people feel disillusioned, and so that the election will go in a certain way or the other. I don't know. Point is that because without fuel, you can't get petrol. I know that I bought petrol for £300 just yesterday. People think I'm not involved in Nigeria. I'm involved in life in Nigeria every day. So these things are extremely expensive, and they are causing problems for the people. And this is it's just unacceptable. And nobody's answering for them. That's the worst of it all. And this is why these things keep happening. Some of them are taking the fuel to next door neighbors. Others are herding it, hoping that when they remove fuel subsidies, now they can even make more money out of the fuel that they got based on a fuel subsidy. They are always trying. Nigerians, the elites in Nigeria, they are not answering for it. They are always trying to sabotage the country. The reason why Mefele is insisting on this Naira note being limited to change, being limited to the end of the month, is because he wants the money to get back, because a lot of people have taken money out of the system and stashed it again, hurting it and damaging the economy. In the West, they control everything. This is why whenever they take interest rate up, interest rate down, it affects the thing so much, because almost all the transactions are done by electronic means. But in Nigeria, most of our money is in cash, and these people don't want to bring the money back into the system, and they herd it, and they are killing the economy slowly. You know, there are people sabotaging this economy, and nobody seems to be holding them accountable. As much as this government is so weak to the point whereby they are doing things, and it's almost as if they are hiding, and Mefele is dodging bullets here and there. It's just a total nightmare. The Nigerians, you see, sometimes this is where I sympathize with some Nigerians that feel like they want to lose their mind on the country, because this is just carry on, and you don't see anybody being held accountable. Why is there fuel subsidy? This is a scarcity. We have been supplying fuel to this country for how many years? There's nothing that stopped it from the seas. We know the fuel is getting to the country. Nothing exploded. We know the systems are working as they are supposed to, but it's not getting to the people. We know CBN printed out the currencies and spread it out, but it's not getting to the people. What kind of situation is this? And nobody is answering for all these problems. This is how you know how your country is being sabotaged. You see events that are meant to go smoothly, somewhere along the line is getting clogged. It's getting clogged. Over and over again, they clog the fuel supply, they clog the currency supply, they clog even the system completely. This is why we don't have a refinery that is working. This pattern repeats itself. If you look at it in Kenya, what happens is that, oh, they just send the guy packing. By the time they send that guy, if they can send a European packing, what do you think they would do to a national that is sabotaging the economy? Now, Nigerians have to wake up that their economy and their country is being sabotaged. And the question is, who is going to hold these people accountable that are causing this problem? How do we hold these people accountable that is causing all this problem? This is why you need to elect a leader knowing full well their mission. My own submission is, our nation is being sabotaged, and it is clear. This is not just some. It's aided by people that are inside the country and from outside the country. They are sabotaging our nation constantly. It's just exhausting. Every day, even when you try to get your own generator to power your own this thing, you can't even do that because you can't even find fuel. Every time the economy shuts down, we are losing in every single day. Let's say we are losing 6 hours every day. Do you know what that is doing to the country? It's dragging the country backward compared to other people that we are competing with every day in the world. This is why we are suffering. Every little thing matters. They just keep nibbling away at Nigeria. Every corner they are nibbling away. All this affects our security. All this affects how much our education system performs. And this is why our people are running overseas. All these little like termites in our system. Nothing seems to be able to function. We have to learn how to get these people out of the system, and we have to start one step at a time, like try to find out whom is directly responsible for this fuel scarcity that is occurring and make them pay for it. People that are clogging up our this in Naira that is supposed to be have gotten through to the banks, that the CBN said that they've released all the cash already. Who is doing it? They need to filter them out. These were saboteurs. These type of people are this type of precision is what we need. Because when you just say get rid of corruption, you are not going after the real. Just focus on the people that are really causing the problem in real time. If there's fuel scarcity, somebody needs to answer for it. If the money is not going to the bank, somebody needs to answer for it. Not a Emefiele coming on the TV and telling us, "Oh, we've giving the money out." Yeah, you're giving the money out. Who is the person that is not releasing the money? Point fingers. Drag them to court. Maybe EFCC should have a special act for such people. But we are not seeing that happen. And this is why what Emefiele and Buhari is doing is not good enough. It needs to be better than this, because somebody needs to account for all this nonsense, because it's been suffocating our country for decades and decades. This is why everything we do, nothing seems to work. 4 refineries, none of them is working. Dangote is building one. How is that even possible? We can't get the education still working. Nothing works in our country because of these people sabotaging the country constantly. Yes, go ahead.
Thank you so much. You see, nobody is ready to speak out, because when they do, they come after them using state actors. You remember what happened to the CUPP presidential aspirant? Did you read what happens to his house?
No, I didn't.
Because he exposed the fraud on the election, or how do they do it? The PVCs or whatever that they put up in the Imo State. Have you seen how they went after this man using state actors? His house was razed down. Every vehicle in his house was burnt down, because he exposed criminality in the election register. This man was sentenced to death. Luckily for him, he was not there. He is in hiding right now as we speak. These are systems these people with enormous powers in their hands are using to pin people that would like to speak out down. This is what they do. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I think that to fight back with all these people, to fight back against all these people that are organized on the ground in Nigeria, don't let yourself get corrupted, because what tends to happen is that people come out for plausible reasons, then they get corrupted, but they get hijacked. I hope that people that are organized and understand these things start calling people out, and a lot of people, the more people that know about these things, knowing that the economy is being sabotaged, you have to demand for heads. Where are the chiefs? Where are the church leaders? Where are all these people? They need to be organized and demanding answers. You can't release fuel to a nation and people don't get it. You can't release currency to a nation, people don't get it. There is nothing. Ajekuta still this thing. We've been building it for how many decades now? Going to this is 4 to 5 decades. Nothing is counterfeit. Few our refineries are down. Everything is down, and nobody's asking specific questions. Just get one person and bury that one. Get another one and bury that one. Get another one, and they will understand that there are millions of people's lives that are at stake, that they keep wrecking constantly. Then if it's foreign people that are causing it in our country, they will kick them out, because this is just, it needs to stop, because it's just affecting everything over and over again. And our lives now, things are getting so bad. Now it's not this one we are living now is just temporary. Things could get very, very bad in the next 20 to 40 years if it don't change here, because the world is moving away from us. This is bad. The world is moving away from us every single day. We carry on like this, and because it's happening in slow motion, we don't notice it. This is what our forefathers went through too. They went through for 400 years. Do you think they noticed it? Because every single person's lifetime is around 50 years or so. They just live and die. The next one lives and die. They don't notice it. It just drifts and drifts and drifts and drifts until slavery happened, colonization happened. That's how it drifts. You don't see it happening, because we are losing at least 6 hours a day, or even more, because of this nasty and nonsense. This is situation that the country is in. And because of that, we are falling behind, and the world is moving on. And I think within the next 40 years, we are going to pay a heavy price for this damage that is happening to us. Something worse is coming down the line if we don't fix these problems that we keep facing. This is not about one man's life. This is not about two people's lives. We as a people have to start deciding that we can't carry on like this. This is our lives we are talking about here. My children's lives are at stake. Your children's lives are at stake. Our all futures are at stake here. This is not a joke. All our children are running overseas to go and serve the people that are supposed to be our rivals. This madness. We can't keep running our country like this. And these leaders, they really need to start becoming more and more accountable. Good thing that PWB is running for office, but you can see clearly that it's a problem. We can't get fuel. Not because they said fuel didn't arrive in the country, but somewhere along the line, some people are stopping it. We can't get this in a Naira notes. It just keeps happening over. I'm getting sick and tired of this, and nobody's being held accountable. Buhari, this is not enough. It's not enough to be making all these moves, trying to fight all these things, not bringing anybody to account. Talk about terrorists, people that are funding terrorism. How many people have they arrested? Does anyone know? Have they arrested anybody that is funding terrorism that we know of in this country and tried them, jail them? No, so I'm seriously asking, have they arrested any funders of terrorism and jailed them in this country?
No, not even one. Even when UAE, released some lists to us, nothing was done about it.
This is a problem. Now, if we think we have a problem, this is the real problem. Because if you don't take care of where the source of the problem is coming from, don't worry about the bigger problem. Because clearly, somebody is funding terrorism, nobody is holding them accountable. Somebody is causing a fear scarcity, nobody is holding them accountable. Somebody is holding currency, nobody is holding anybody accountable. This is at the core of it. We just keep talking about corruption. You have to ask the people. You go to church every day. The other one go to the imams every Friday. Every Sunday, for the churches and imams every Friday. Then people are going to Babalawo, people go to Oni, people go to Obis, people go to MS. Where are they? Why are not going to these leaders and saying, what is happening to our country? What is going on? You see that somebody is funding terrorism, they have lists of them, nobody's in prison. You no, because this is a contract. We are in a country whereby their job is to make sure some of all these things are done. If you don't hold them accountable, why would they do the job? People need to be going to their leaders and asking questions. No terrorist funder is being jailed. People causing fuel. I can go on so many different sectors. Look at the ones that are stealing our oil. How many people have been jailed? Not one. I'm not even sure one has been named. This is, and we wonder why we have problems. Not one has. I don't even remember whether one of the people that are robbing our oil has been named. All we saw is a ship or people that were arrested, and that was it. That's the end of the matter. Nobody knows anything anymore. Everything is cloaked in secrecy. This is why I keep calling for transparency. Everything is cloaked in secrecy. We can't allow secrecy. That is what kills us. That is how they mystify everything. Everything is cloaked and hidden. They'll say they are doing it. They are doing this investigation. They're doing it. No, that's how they hide everything that they are able to do. If you restore security and restore transparency, you'll be able to see everything that is going on. If somebody is trying to cheat you from your oil, you will see it. If somebody is trying to hold currency, you will see it. If somebody is trying to this in funds terrorism, you will know. You will know what is going on in your country. Not laughing at politicians here. No, all those ones don't matter. These are the heart of a country. If you are in a family, you don't have all this simple knowledge. You will not. You will leave that husband and wife, or any family will fall apart without this kind of transparency. This situation that we are in right now needs to be fixed. It's getting worse and worse and worse, and nobody seems to be being held accountable. I can't even believe that even I allowed that type of stuff to say, by they put a list of, they say they have a list of terrorist funders, and today not one person has been hauled before a court, and nobody is asking any question. Not even one of the political candidates are even mentioning anything about it. About the petrol, the crude oil that has been the ones that are being siphoned and stolen from the country. Oh, any of the candidates mentioning anything like that to the people? No. It's all anarchy, and it's because they dangle one thing before us, we start dancing to that one. They dangle one before us, we start dancing to it.
Maybe they're not punishing. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. This is what the platform is all about. Maybe they are not calling out or punishing anybody because they're the ones doing it themselves. Because you cannot say you don't know. You cannot say these people are smarter than the entire government. You can't say that. Nobody can say that.
Of course, they are doing. I believe that even if they are not the ones doing it, they are doing deals because they too are involved. So they will do they say, okay, we catch you. You are funding terrorism. Are you going to give us this? We take this from you. And this is the name of the game. They are all doing this behind the scenes, and the people are not aware. Enough of it. We have to be demanding 100% transparency. If a government is coming in again, they have to be briefing us on what is going on with the national security. And if they talk about any list of people that are funding terrorism, you better release it. The people have a right to know. If you want to tell us that you release money for CBN, you better tell us if they are not releasing the money that you release. You can't tell us that you gave this bank 500 million new Naira notes to give out, and they are not giving it out. Be quiet. Enough of it. So like I said, this is why you see why when I ask something, I'm asking for it because I've spent a long time thinking about it. When I say our security and our transparency is exceedingly important to survive as a people. These are the keys, because I've looked at so many systems. I've looked at how everything has been going. I've looked at how we are as a people, how diverse we are. For us to be able to function, there has to be transparency and there has to be security. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Tunanja. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you for stating that out there. This is one Nigerian that sure knows what he wants for his country. I hope the rest of us catch on the bugs. I hope virtually everyone catch on the bug real soon. Then we begin to demand. All right, thank you very much for that. That was a powerful one. To my panelists, please, when someone is giving a delivery, please allow them finish until it's your turn. Or unless we are having, the open house. Else, please, let's allow people give their submissions uninterrupted, please. All right, thank you very much. Judge Bushel, I see your comment down there talking about transparency. Jonathan brought transparency. You people used it to push him out, brought Buhari, and he brought back secrecy. Don't you know? Okay. All right, all right, all right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Someone like I say, secrecy is why corruption thrives so much in Nigeria. Even election in Nigeria is not allowed to be electronic based, so that the secrecy goes on and rigging can be perpetrated. All right. Talking about this election season and everything that is going on, I will play another video for. We'll play another video now. The reactions to this video, I just think Nigerians are unnecessarily righteous than thou. They are two holy people, but they still do. With the way we react to things, one would even think that we should be better people and place should be better. I should be able to walk across the road and eat from my brother. But with the way things then, I mean, let's watch this video and let me even start with your own reaction after the video. There's been a lot of backlash regarding this video. There's been a lot of
wani Labour Party za mu yi jam'iyyar mu ta tsarin gaskiya. Ku zo mu fita uban kasa ai shi ne turban gaskiya. Kai wani party za mu zaba? Labour Party za mu zaba. Wani party za mu zaba? Labour Party za mu zaba. Kai alheri ya iso. Wasu sun ce da mu yi sansiya ga shi ta sharo mu cikin gida. Ta hana ku ta kai mu cikin gida. Ku samu da fita uban kasa karshen ta hanya ta iso. Kai alheri ya iso. Wasu sun ce da mu.
If I say everybody should unmute their mic now, or let's all turn on our camera, are we laughing or are we not laughing with these videos that we just played? We could tell that that video will be them mimicking the presidential candidate of APC Tinubu, mimicking the presidential candidate of APC Tinubu. I'll start with you, Mr. Vine Maxwell. Welcome to the broadcast. How do you react to this video? Are you on the fence of the people? Okay, there are two sides here. Those that are saying it is bad to use someone's sickness to mock him, or are you amongst the people? You're on the other side. How do you react to the video?
Well, like I said, Nigeria is a comic scene. So what you see there is people use what they see on you as especially in this electioneering campaign against you. Look, let me tell you, he who goes to the forest and harvests ant-infested firewood brought it into his homestead. Will you blame anybody if the fowls, lizards, birds, everything come gathered into your house for a dinner? That is how I am going to respond to these people. If you are sick, stay in your house. If you are old, go and watch your grandchildren and leave the young people to take over. You know my position. I'm not a proponent of one Nigeria. If you are old, go to your house and remain. That is where retirees, they be there where they live. Leave the scene for the young people with solid IQ to come and take over and revive that country. It's a shame what is happening in that country. Every day somebody will come out and tell you, I will give you light, I will give you water, I will give you road. For more than 60 something years, they are speaking in the same language. You cannot continue to do the same thing every now and then and expect different results. This is what is happening to Nigeria. P2B, the first video you played about P2B, dishing out. I have problem with P2B because P2B slaughtered my brothers and sisters and threw them into a river. That is where I have some things against. I have qualms with him. Up to today, he conducted, glory be to God, he conducted a commission of inquiry to find out what happened to those people. They were not buried. They killed them and threw them inside the river. They were floating on the river. It's a river. Everybody has shoved that one away. It has been swept under the carpet, and nobody's talking about it. That is where I have, because he has blood in his hand as well, just like the rest. Maybe his own is going to, because there is blood in his hand as well. He killed so many people and threw their bodies into the Ezu River using the SARS.
That's a very strong accusation or allegation out there.
If I'm putting it in that way, I'm sorry. It is bad. What we have in the public domain are people were killed using SARS. Who were those controlling SARS in Anambra State? Were SARS under the local government chairman? Were they under the security advisor of the state? Or were they under the governor of the state? This is what we should be asking. And when this commission of inquiry were conducted, where is the report? That is what I want to see before I will have my serious thought about P2B. I cannot be a commander and something is happening under me and you will leave me to blame another person. Blame me, the commander.
What then do we say of what happened in Lagos and other parts of the country October 20th, 2020, where people were killed? Sanwo-Olu still stands to say that, okay, Sanwo-Olu even said that these people were sent from Abuja. And you could tell that the governor, I think it was at that point that they started calling him errand boy. I mean, because it was clear that, okay, you just did. People enter your state and you don't even know. There are these conversations. So you come in and say that's very strong allegations,
yes,
Mr.
Yes, my sister. You see, if you are, look, let me tell you one thing. I do not know how much time I have. I would have used my
I don't very much know about this. I might have to go study on it and read up on it. So let's have this conversation when I am also equipped with this, because this is the first for me. Like really, this is the first for me. I have to go check it up and we'll have this conversation again. So let's stick to the topic.
Okay, you see, for me, when you look at insecurity in Nigeria, the most problem Nigeria is having is insecurity. And with the level of insecurity in Nigeria, I don't think any president will solve it, because Nigerians are more disunited than they have ever been in the history of that country. Angers are flowing everywhere. Even if Nigerians speak, if they laugh anger. They laugh out anger and misery. So you don't expect a savior to come and solve this problem overnight for these people. That is number one. If you go on the the pages, I think Sheikh Hussaini react. This happened 13 hours ago about insecurity. Sheikh Hussaini spoke about insecurity. You go down again, you see how Nigerian military fueling insecurity, aiding and abetting kidnapping and the robbery. It is there. This one happened 7 hours ago. Naval rating. A naval rating, ordinary naval rating, which is not even an officer, was arrested for the same offense. 2 soldiers 6 days ago was also arrested. These are evidences of insecurity in that country. If those that are meant to guard you, those that are used, that are paid with your tax, and the resources garnered from that country are the ones coming out to slaughter you, just like the way they slaughtered the lawyer, the lady lawyer, the pregnant lady lawyer in Lagos, then you know that there is a serious problem. That is what is going on. Now, when you come to the, scarcity of, petrol, what they call PMS, you see, my sister, the corruption that is going on, I said it here. I love what Niger did today. I love what they did today. But the other day, you cannot held or preside over the affairs of a particular establishment. And when things are going wrong in that establishment, you tell me to exempt the head. I will wash them with the same brush that is used against those that are perpetrating the evil. How do you want to tell me that the CNC is the Minister for Petroleum also as a president, and he doesn't know that 800,000 barrels of crude oil, is missing on daily basis? Are missing on daily basis. And that, if you can calculate, if I'm right, $400-600 million on daily basis. My brother, if this one happened in Ghana there, then we are finished. Right now, we are broke in Ghana. If this one, you have it and some people are stealing it, and you are the head, you want me to exempt you? No, there is no hoarding. What is the job of the PPRC, those that regulate, petroleum products in Nigeria? What is their job? Is their job not to go to these very places and begin to use their meter to check who is hoarding and who is not hoarding? Must Nigerians be made to pay the price? The incompetency and cluelessness of these people. Must Nigerians be forced to pay the price? That is why when you call them to come out, they say they will not come out, because even if they come out, there is nothing that they are going to gain from it. These are realities that are facing our people. I do not know what will happen, the number of figures that you are going to get when the level of poverty is released at the end of this quarter. I don't know the kind of number that you are going to get. This is a country that is so much endowed with natural resources and human, the highest in Africa, blessed with intellectuals, professors. But look at what you can give to your people. You cannot even refine 1 barrel of crude oil. There is no electricity. As common as Ghana, my sisters, you go and check it. Ghana, I don't want to over exaggerate things. Ghana is 80 to 85 or 87% electricity covered. The whole of this country, irrespective of how poor we are. Water flows. It is hard for you to see borehole. Even our ground is not suitable for borehole. Even when you dig the ground, what you get is salty water, unless it is desalinated or however they put it before you can use it. The government struggled to give us water. As I'm telling you now, even in my farm, there is water in my farm, in a village. But in Nigeria, anybody that build his house, managed to save money to build a very good house, must sink a borehole in his or her house. If not, you will not get water to drink and to bath. What kind of country is that? So much blessed with riches. And you want me to believe that God would somehow bless such country with such horrible leaders that has caused misery? Every day Nigerians are crying. They are shedding tears. And you are telling me people are being killed on a daily basis. As we speak today, sister, people are being slaughtered. People are being kidnapped. Security officers are killing. They are maiming, burning houses, and so on and so forth. Why these people are crying, their tears are dropping on the ground, and you want to tell me that that country will see good? I don't think so, because those that are killed, that are shedding tears and crying as they are going, simply because these people have the authority to do whatever they are doing, God also answers their prayers. Nigeria don't supposed to be a country, a case study. Nigeria today has become a case study for the rest of the African countries. That is why I don't compare Nigeria with developed countries. I compare Nigeria with their mates around, the giant, but you cannot foot the bills of your people. You can't help them. The only thing that they fight is for their own selfish interests and for their cohorts. It is going to be a very serious problem for the country. And P2B, all of us are clamoring. I am not against P2B becoming the president of that country. But under what foundation is P2B going to work? How many of Labour Party are going to be, represented in the federal,
All right.
House of Representatives and Senate? These are some of the things we need to factor, and as we go on. Thank you so much, and may God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you to everyone on this broadcast. This is our newspaper review. I'm here every day, Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. Nigerian time. Also, we have our discussions Monday to Thursday by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. We have the debate every Friday by 6 p.m. I beg. Do want to turn on your notification bell, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you are yet to, and also like the broadcast. So subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I beg, support us. You guys endeavor to support us from time to time. Oga Kingsley, I've been trying to say this thing. Are you singing or is this a language? Are you dancing? It's good to have you on the broadcast, Mr. Kingsley. Thank you for being here. Michael, thank you for being here at the bar. Thank you very much for being here. Greg Bayero, it's been a while. How you doing? Good to have you. Judge Bushell, thank you very much for being here. Samuel Olaka, my G, how are you doing? It's good to have you here today. Thank you very much for being here. A big thank you to Mary Kimade. How are you doing? Joshua John, thank you very much for being on the broadcast. Osagavo, thank you very much. Thank you, Oga Tony. Have a wonderful day to each and every one of you. To my amazing panelists, thank you very much for being here. Okay, Alex Onyema, thank you for being here. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Okay, Brother Nice, I come back to you. Catching reaction. This would also be your last submission, but how do you react? On what fence are you standing on? Yes, on what fence are you standing on? Are you for those people, or how do you react to Dino and the Northern boys, mimicking? I will not, are we going to say mocking? Mimicking or mocking, whichever one, the presidential candidate of APC.
Yeah, thank you, Miss Ima. For me, I see no problem about that. It's not a problem. If the man that they are mimicking, if he has the courage to dance buga at his age, and somebody that is up to 90 years is still dancing buga, so why is he giving us problem if people are mimicking him? For me, it is when you don't respect yourself. That's when people will disrespect you and people will mock you. If the man suffering there inside your house, they take care of your grandchildren, they discuss the family business, you think that people will have time to mimic him? Because he put himself out there. He don't want to leave the country for the young ones. That's why people are not mimicking him, So it is what he deserves. That's what he's getting, Because I don't see any reason why a old man that is up to 900 years is still dancing buga, still trying to become the president of Nigeria, still telling Nigerians that he's still campaigning with electricity. What they have been campaigning for many years, that is what they are still campaigning with today. So if people mimic him, I have no problem with that. I don't know why some people have problem with that. Even me myself, I don't even mimic him. I don't even fall past Dino Milai for my house. I talked yesterday evening. You understand? As far as they don't respect themselves, and the disrespect we don't get with that. So what do you expect? Just for that. And Mr. Vai Maxwell, you said something right now that I disagree with you. But That one is the talk of another day, because if we say we'll start and we'll not come out yet. So that is for that. I have no problem with that. Peter Obi, there's some people is still complaining that Peter Obi still throw some words on this opposition. For me, I don't have any problem with all those things. Peter Obi himself, they have been throwing some words on him, some words of insult on him. He has not been talking. All of us have been saying that he's too quiet, but the man is not responding, pushing back. People are still complaining, and so I don't know what they want. If the person talk, they'll say he talk. If he don't talk, they'll say it's too quiet. So let the man fight back. He's getting hotter every day. He's getting close, so it's getting hotter. So let the man continue. And these people need this message. All those people, they need those messages that Peter Obi is giving them, because he has to open the eyes of those people, because many Nigerians are still sleeping. And if you don't tell them what they want to hear, these people will collect money and they will still go and vote for this opposition party. So they need those messages, and nobody should condemn Peter Obi for that. That is my stand.
All right. Thank you very much for the nice. It's good to have you on the broadcast. Thank you also to Kingsley Ojeraki. Thank you very much for your show of love. God bless you, bro. But this you laugh, eh? Come on to the part. Come click on the link and come here now. Let us laugh this laugh together. All right, Mr. Tulanger, I come to you to catch your reaction. Are you on the fence? You think, Nigerians, we shouldn't be doing this, or hey, put yourself in the public space, this is what you get.
Yeah, this yeah, boy, like Missy, what are you doing here? This boy is a you hopeless guy. This is an American guy that is always trolling me everywhere. So yeah, regarding this P2B this thing campaign, I think he's doing the right thing actually, and I like that I'm beginning to see from him now. He's beginning to step it up. I think he needs to add one other thing about this not traveling overseas for health treatment to his campaign, because if he goes ahead and says, you know what, I'm not going to travel overseas, I'm going to be looking at building a world-class hospital in Abuja to ensure that our officials don't go overseas for treatment, except in exceptional circumstances that they will be given an exemption to do so. If he does that, including all this message that he's giving, he's going to connect to a lot of people, and he's probably going to win him the election if he's not already on the path. So I think that the energy is good, and he needs to do more of. I think I've been eating a little bit too much, so he needs to do more of it, and so he needs to connect more to people. I see. Talking about people's health is one thing, and their age and all the rest. Those are not the key reasons why people support Peter Obi. The reason why is because of the things he's offering to Nigerians, his character, his ability to empathize with the people, and the that he has for economy and security, especially. That's one of the key reasons I support him, and the fact that for me too, the fact that he knows about the diaspora. I'm sure Nakmisi you'll be happy to hear that this presidential candidate knows about the diaspora. He's an American, so he's very much aware of the diaspora. He will tap into the resources of the diaspora in terms of the Nigerian diaspora anyway, and so I just think that he needs to add that extra bit to relate to Nigerians, because many Nigerians are fed up of their leaders traveling overseas. There is no reason why to do that. I'm not even sure why that's not part of his campaign. That should be a campaign issue for him too, saying why are our leaders traveling overseas all the time? Except he belongs to the club of those people that want to be traveling overseas too. He should be doing that as a campaign this thing, and he's going to connect to a lot of voters. Clearly, I think he's not going to want to do that. They asked him. He completely said he needed his specialist overseas. They asked Tinubu that, Tinubu was not even there to answer the question. So clearly, Peter Obi can make something out of that, and Nigerians feel strongly about that. So I would say, yeah, good that he's having a lot more energy and getting stuff out there. People are talking about it. He should focus more about what he's going to do for the people and doing stuff that the people like, not necessarily insulting the other guys. Yeah, you can give jibes around again at them, but focus on what you're going to do for the people and what differentiates you from them. I guess the age also differentiates him from the other people, because clearly the poll show that 80% of Nigerians prefer a younger leader. So maybe that's what he's tapping into. He wants to let them know that, you know what, we are younger. That's why he's saying that, so that they know. And the health one is a good one. I think they should think about too. Thank you.
Yeah, but you kind of missed my question there, but you gave a
Oh,
good
sorry.
point.
What was the question?
I think the mockery, like Dino Malaye, the mockery of
Oh no.
speaking of the likes of Tinubu and what the other northern youths, some Nigerians are saying, in my opinion, Nigerians can be holier than that when it is not necessary.
It's stupid. That that
What
that you
what
see, that thing that they do is nonsense. I think what the Nigerians are doing, then and even I see the media people doing that today. They're saying, "Oh, why is he mocking him?" And all the rest. They say another false thing that they said that I find incredible, saying that the Western countries don't do the same thing. Jesus Christ, the Western countries are worse. They will make you look like you are crazy. Do you know the kind of mockery they do of Joe Biden? Have you watched Saturday Night Live? Look at Nakmizi, ask him there. Hey, that Nakmizi guy is an American. The Saturday Night Live, they insult presidents all the time. They make them look crazy, stupid, and John Kerry was made to look like a traitor of his country. This guy served his country in war. They made him look like he was the deserter. Time the election ended. So don't even get me started. I don't know why, because I was watching Arise News and they were saying something like, "Oh, he shouldn't be doing that. That in the West they talked about John McCain. You are not allowed to just mock people's health." And ridiculous. They will mock the living daylight out of you. If you go around shaking around and you want to go out for an election, you're going to have problem. They in comedies they use Joe Biden's age against him. That they will be like, they will ask Joe Biden in the comedy, somebody will be like acting like Joe Biden. They will ask Joe Biden a question. Joe Biden will forget the answer, or he will say, "It's time for my bed." All kinds of stereotypes just because he's old, not because he's ill, because he's old. Not to mention somebody that is actually old. Come on, man. Nigerian should just stop this more righteous than thou nonsense. I think it's a spin. They are trying. This is what they call a political spin. They want to spin it to make it look like, oh no, you are trying to mock somebody that is actually infirmed and ill. It's not nice for you to do that. Oh, it's an elder and all the rest of it. Yeah, this same person was able to do the same thing to other people. He's also able to tell other people that their labor is in vain. And he even mentioned the name of the other political candidate. He's able to insult other people. As a matter of fact, I think I've heard of cases where they even use his tribe against him on so many occasions. I think, was it not Kwakwa? So people can do all this stuff. They are just trying to make him look like he's what they are. This in Dino Milai is out of the norm. I don't see that as out of the norm at all. Is mocking a political candidate that is running for office, claiming that he's entitled to run for that office when he's very clearly unwell, very old. Yeah, you've got it coming. This is politics. Except we want to say, okay, we don't want to do that again. That is fine by me, but everybody needs to sign up to it. If anything, refuse to show up for the signing up to even lack of violence in the election. I think what they call it, that peace, this thing, non.
the peace accord.
Yeah, the peace accord. This same candidate didn't even show up to the peace accord signing. He's the one that, come on, man. Oh, come on, man. People are funny, man. People are funny. They should stop it. They should just stop it. The West is even worse.
Nakmaizi responded to you. He said, "Sleepy Joe." That's the term you were trying to get, right?
Nakmizi, donate instead of just talking. Just donate. Nobody needs your nonsense.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. Dr. Gomez, good to have you on the broadcast with us. Thank you very much. Madam Pratisha, it's not fair. Every time you come and say, "Good morning, my lovely brother Ninja." Is it this voice that sounds like Ninja Watcher? This voice like this. And this face too looks like Ninja Watches on. It's not fair. Please try to give me my accolades. Mama dearest, thank you very much. All right. Let's move on to Mr. Brian. But I also need to state here that these are not the views, neither mine are the views of Ninja Watch as a brand. Of course, Ninja Watch stands for no form of violence and does not contribute. But me, I want to chip in my own. before Tinubu came in as a presidential candidate, nobody knew he had all of this. All of us, they respect his privacy. You cannot come to want to be our presidential, vying for that position, and you are feeble, and you are incoherent, and you are inconsistent. Oga, the country is almost looking like you right now. We don't want another you. We want someone that is the job of a president is not an easy peasy. So please, by your Nigerians, let's leave all that our holier than that. Let's throw it somewhere and let's not do nonsense. So let's not push this man. Hey, you people, what do you mean we should not? They should not more cool. I'm talking about the president, Mr. Vine. I come to you, and those that are trying to gain access into the broadcast. I'm sorry, we're already rounding up. Do Please do also join us every day, 10 a.m. Please join us 10
Did you
a.m.
see the question
All
like
right.
Mrs. asking?
Sorry.
Did you read this like Mrs. asking? That's what he
Okay,
does
so should
often.
Black Americans come to Nigeria to resettle, or should we wait until you settle all the issues in Nigeria? We'll continue this conversation later, please. Let's not digress any further. Okay, Mr. Atu Naija, there are days where you give some submission and there are backlash to you. And today there are a lot of praises to you. So of course that would also be read out. This is from Samuel Laka saying, you impressed me today with your analysis. Keep it up. Over here, we agree to disagree, we dissect, we discuss, we unlearn, and even better, we learn some things. Mr. Van Maxwell, let's have your final submission on this broadcast, please, in a minute. Thank you.
Thank you so much. If you don't want anybody to insult you or mock you or mime you, whichever way, and you're an old man, and you know quite all right that you're an old man, you are incapacitated in all ramifications. My father, my uncle, my grandfather, please go back to the house and leave the arena for people with hot blood. Leave the arena for people who are competent. Leave the arena for people that are very, very equipped, well equipped, technologically in their head to move a country forward. They don't need you. And if you think that you are going to go there, whether they call you a milocon or drug pusher, whichever, whatever, that is your own business. If now you will take your hand, carry on. If you remember what they did to Boris Johnson in the UK, those people in Nigeria that are using the Western world to compare what they are doing down there will be ashamed of what they are putting out. Don't be an ostrich that thinking that he is hitting his head in the ground while the bottom is out there for people to hit. Thank you. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you. Yes, very nice. Please give me a minute. I'm coming for us to have, quick open house conversation. I want to drop a bombshell for all of us here. But there goes a compliment for each and every one of us on this broadcast today. From Ero says, as always, you guys always impress me. Thanks for great insights in all matters. Really, big ups to each and every one of you on this broadcast today, from the comment section to my amazing panelists and to the team backstage doing the work. Thank you so very much. It's been a really good one. Thank you also, Judge Bushell, for the show of love. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Brother Nice, what you want to say?
Yeah, I just have a quick question. I just want to throw it open for everyone to answer. My question goes like this. With all the intellectuals, with all the the educated Nigerians in that country, people with a bachelor degree, PhD, masters and all that, why is it that it's Islamic scholars that is ruling Nigeria? Where are those people with those kind of degree? That is my question.
Okay, but nice.
Some of them have degrees. Even the so-called scholars have degrees too. That's the thing. The problem is that they are not doing the right thing. That's the problem. Nigeria has the highest concentration of professors in Africa. We have so many professors. We are bleeding through our ears with professors.
To Niger, Buhari have that degree. Tinubu have it. Why can't they show us his name? Where we have been asking?
I think Tinubu has, but Buhari is. I don't think Buhari has it.
Okay,
I don't think degree is
counter
our
for you now.
problem. It's our people not doing the right thing. Even
Me
us
they
as
ask
citizens.
you
I think
now.
somebody. Yes.
I disagree with you. Do you know how long we don't they ask the governor of Edo State to bring the results? Till today, we not see even the past one, this present one now. Their results with now different school that they show us, but the result we know they see. The leaders then for power. You know how many of them we don't come there. Their results self they don't show up. What do they tell me?
No, I get your point, but I'm not sure result is how you decide whether your country is good or not.
Tinubu will still they come so. Tinubu will still they come so. And you know how many school we don't tell us saying go. Till today we never see secondary school results.
Rather nice. See, a precedent has been set. The day Nigerians allowed a man with affidavit school certificate to become the president was the day the law was changed in Nigeria. That was the day. If those professors that you are talking about, those that are and that have endowed themselves with the doctorate degree, the intelligentias and the rest of them, if they stood that day and say, no, this thing cannot happen in a country with this kind of population, over 200 million people. My brother, do you know what it is? Marketable Nigeria is there. The world will be looking at Nigeria to do business with them. But when you go in there, due to ethnicity, due to tribal, due to religion, due to political affiliation, you now side a Mafian that is now dealing with you people. Then who are you going to blame? Where were these professors when this man tendered? People went to court to challenge his certificate. But the majority of Nigerians say, to hell with it. Let's go on. And you go on today. What morals do you have now to challenge Tinubu? What morals do you... A man that was there before, even his utterances that time alone in favor of Boko Haram, people with a very diabolic ideology. Do you think if it is a Yoruba man or someone from the Igbo extraction or anywhere made that statement that I'm supporting a particular group that want to change the demography and the religious, nature, the secularism of Nigeria, do you think that that person will become the president 2015? No. I'm coming, bro. You people will also gather and chase the man away that he is an ethnic bigot. But you allow this man with all the things that was around him that time to become the president. And today, people are challenging the Jagaban, the Bullion Van, the Milokons, and the rest of them. There is no moral again to challenge them because that has happened. A precedent was set. That is what they are following. So that is how that is how I see it. Brother Nice.
All right. Thank you.
I think that someone once said that if you don't want to be governed by your inferiors, you better go and take over, because don't complain when your inferior is governing you. And secondly, I wanted to ask you, will Tinubu being a professor legitimize his corruption in any way?
Mr. Tanaja, there goes a big question. All right, thank you for dropping that. This is from Samuel Olaka that goes on to say, my small answer is that many scholars don't like dirty politics of blood, criminality, and stolen wealth of bullion van. When Nigeria politics starts becoming integrity-based, then scholars will. All right. Okay, thank you to each and every one of you. This is where we will draw the curtains. I do hope that you have an amazing day, and please do also keep a date with me tomorrow. I'll see you later in the evening for our discussions. Please tune in. Enjoy the rest of the day. Bye-bye.